This is the President of the United States of America, arguably the most important person on the planet. As the leader of the free world, the Commander-in-Chief rarely gets a moment's rest.
We walk the walk.
Constantly traveling the globe to uphold the interests and safety of the nation. And this is where the flying fortress Air Force One comes into play. Beyond the luxury air travel and stately exterior of Air Force One lies an array of secrets, intricacies, and astonishing costs that accompany the critical airborne journeys and ensure the safety of the most important person in the world. In this video, we'll unravel the secrets and unknown facts about Air Force One. Behind the sleek exterior of Air Force One lies a world of cutting-edge avionics and defense systems, transforming the presidential aircraft into a veritable flying fortress. The first of its avionics is its anti-missile defenses. Equipped with AN/ALQ-204 Matador jammers, Air Force One emits altered infrared light, confounding the sensors of air-to-air and ground-to-air missiles. Chaff and flares, when deployed, add an extra layer of defense, diverting targeting missiles. To detect incoming threats, an AN/AAR-54-5 missile launch warning receiver, strategically positioned at the tail, hones in on the ultraviolet exhaust signature of potential missiles. The aircraft's heavy shielding, meticulously integrated, acts as a shield against electromagnetic damage in the event of a nuclear explosion. There are also encryption and anti-radar systems within the confines of Air Force One's high-tech interior, ensuring that secure communication remains paramount. The aircraft boasts an array of electronics, including phones, computers, and radio connections, all meticulously encrypted to safeguard presidential communications. In hostile airspace, the aircraft can activate powerful scramblers, jamming the radar of nearby aircraft. This not only shields against potential attacks, but also allows the president to maintain a cloak of anonymity when necessary. Another defense capability is the aircraft's retractable stairways, as well as its own dedicated baggage loader, eliminating the need to depend on airport facilities. This strategic feature ensures an additional layer of security, safeguarding against any potential tampering or compromise of the boarding process. But in this intricate web of Air Force One's security apparatus, the management of these systems is crucial. The question that follows is who, indeed, holds the responsibility of overseeing the defense mechanisms that protect the president in the sky? This is where a meticulously selected and highly skilled crew functioning as the unseen force driving the presidential aircraft through the skies comes into. These elite individuals, chosen from the creme de la creme of the United States Air Force, form a cohesive unit that operates with precision and dedication. At the heart of this airborne operation are 80 pilots, each handpicked from the broader Air Force pool. These aviators undergo rigorous training and demonstrate exceptional skill to navigate the immense responsibility of ferrying the president. Their expertise and poise ensure that Air Force One soars through the clouds with unparalleled grace and security. Adding a touch of grace to this airborne fortress are 89 flight attendants, also chosen from the elite ranks of the Air Force. Beyond providing in-flight services, they're an integral part of the security apparatus, trained to handle any situation with finesse. Their seamless coordination with the rest of the crew enhances the overall efficiency of Air Force One. The steward crew are responsible for the meticulous preparation and serving of meals, as well as maintaining the pristine condition of the aircraft. The steward crew plays a pivotal role in ensuring the president's comfort. Their attention to detail reflects the high standards upheld by every member of the Air Force One team. There is also the maintenance crew, stationed just 10 miles southeast of the White House at Andrews. The maintenance crew is the unsung backbone of Air Force One, ensuring that both aircraft are housed and maintained with precision. They guarantee the aircraft's readiness for any mission, be it routine or in response to a crisis. Now, as we get a closer look at the incredible team behind Air Force One, it's more than just a group of skilled professionals. It's a crew trained to handle the unexpected. So, what's the scoop on the historical crisis they've been gearing up for? Behind the scenes of Air Force One lies a world of top-secret training and drills designed to prepare the crew for the unimaginable. While specific details are classified for security reasons, we can offer a glimpse into the rigorous training regimen that transforms the crew into an elite force capable of handling any scenario. the 89th Airlift Wing, responsible for managing Air Force One and the military's largest executive flight department, spares no effort in hand-picking its crew. With a fleet executing over 6,500 missions annually, the 80 pilots and 89 flight attendants chosen for Air Force One are a cut above the rest. Pilots with fewer than 2,500 flight hours need not apply, and most boast extensive experience flying fighter jets or other military aircraft. Despite their tailored blue business suits and uniforms, the crew is far from ordinary. Battle-ready and field-trained, they are prepared to defend the aircraft and its passengers at a moment's notice. The heightened security requirements post 9/11 have only increased the necessity for this elite squadron, with the 89th Airlift Wing now catering to a broader range of officials, including the Speaker of the House. Pilots and flight attendants undergo rigorous recurrent training, ensuring they're always at the top of their game. Some pilots engage in simulator training at the Executive Airlift Training Center at Andrews Air Force Base, while flight attendants receive specialized training from Flight Safety International in Savannah, Georgia. Yet everyone, regardless of their role, must endure the same military survival training, a 2-week immersive experience designed to prepare them for various scenarios, including crash scenarios behind enemy lines. Chief Master Sergeant Brian Smith, a former Air Force One flight attendant, recounts the intensity of military survival training involving scenarios behind enemy lines and water survival exercises. The training ensures that every member of the crew is well equipped to handle any unforeseen circumstances. In an unconventional twist to ensure the security of the President and other passengers on Air Force One, military flight attendants in the 89th Airlift Wing take charge of preparing, cooking, and serving all meals consumed on board. This practice not only ensures a reduced risk of contamination or sabotage, but also emphasizes safety and sanitation as part of their duty. Unlike private flights that rely on external food purveyors, Air Force One's crew takes a hands-on approach, even freezing prepped meals for later use. The crew's flexibility extends to their culinary skills, with Chief Master Sergeant Brian Smith acknowledges the challenge of preparing in-flight meals, particularly on smaller jets. Yet their culinary training allows them to craft respectable in-flight meals, ensuring that passengers, including high-profile government officials and media personnel, receive first-class service from nose to the tail of Air Force One. As the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. But what about amenities? The interior of Air Force One spans an expansive 4,000 square feet across 3 levels, providing ample space for the President, guests, senior staff, Secret Service, security personnel, and the media. The President's Suite, a private haven within the aircraft, boasts a personal office, lavatory, and conference room, ensuring that the Commander-in-Chief can work and relax in style. Air Force One is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a self-sufficient entity. The aircraft houses a medical suite capable of functioning as an operating room, complete with a dedicated doctor on board. In the event of a medical emergency, the President can receive immediate and comprehensive care while in transit. The plane also features 2 food preparation spaces, capable of serving up to 100 people simultaneously. The design of Air Force One evolves with each administration. While many details are classified for security reasons, certain aesthetic choices have been revealed. For instance, President Trump envisioned a new color scheme for the aircraft, proposing a departure from the classic blue nose approved by Jacqueline Kennedy. The proposed design included a white top and a blue belly and a thin red stripe, a patriotic red, white, and blue makeover. However, the final decision on the aircraft's design rests with the sitting president, allowing each first family the opportunity to leave their unique mark on this iconic piece of American history. Now that we've explored the lavish design elements and presidential perks of Air Force One, it's only natural to ponder how this American icon compares to the world's presidential planes. First on the list is Russia's presidential aircraft, the Ilyushin I-196-300PU. While the United States boasts 2 Boeing 747-200 planes as the iconic Air Force One, Russia takes a different approach with 4 dedicated I-96-300s, showcasing its commitment to head-of-state transport. Allegedly, when President Vladimir Putin wants to travel, all 4 I-196-300s are fueled and ready for departure upon his arrival, and he simply chooses one at random, which is a form of security protocol in itself. The plane's interior is adorned with fur rugs, famous Russian tapestries, and lavish gold accents lining every edge. The aircraft features a large boardroom for high-stakes discussions, a spacious office for diplomatic affairs, and a master bedroom complete with a king-size bed for moments of respite. The Spartan gym caters to the leader's fitness needs, and the bathrooms are equipped with full showers, with even the handles adorned in gold. While lacking a special livery compared to the Russia airline, the I-196-300 proudly displays a unique presidential seal at the front of the plane, symbolizing its exclusive purpose. Beyond aesthetics, the aircraft is equipped with a full communication suite essential for leading the country in times of crisis, and an array of missile countermeasures, including the rumored presence of an escape pod in case all else fails. Every journey Putin undertakes aboard the I-196-300 is covered in secrecy, with the flight plan classified. Russian fighter jets dutifully escort the aircraft even when flying over the country's own territory, underscoring the commitment to the leader's safety and the aircraft's importance. Next is China's presidential aircraft, the Air Force 3701. The aircraft takes the form of a modified Boeing 737-800, operated by the Republic of China Air Force. This aircraft underwent strategic modifications, including changes to the front fuselage. Equipped with continuous communication capabilities via satellite, it combines modern technology with functional design. There is also the UK Voyager, also known as the RAF Voyager, an Airbus A330 jet that was repurposed for use by the UK government in 2015. It was the first used to take former Prime Minister David Cameron and other ministers to the NATO summit in Poland in July 2016. The aircraft was used by the royal family and the Prime Minister for overseas trips. In June of 2020, the RAF Voyager underwent a $900,000 refurbishment. Previously gray, the aircraft was repainted in the colors of the Union flag to better represent the UK abroad. The work was carried out by the Marshall Aerospace and Defense Group. The Royal Air Force VIP Voyager, identified with the military resignation of ZZ-336, and more recently named by the Royal Air Force as Vespina since June 2020, refers to a customized RAF Voyager KC-2, owned by the Air Tanker Services and operated under lease by the Royal Air Force. It's the first principal VIP transport airplane for the British royal family, the Prime Minister, and British government ministers. It's now painted with the United Kingdom livery and fitted with a secure satellite communication system, missile detection, 58 business class seats in the front cabin, 100 standard seats in the rear cabin, and media facilities. Finally, France takes to the skies in the Airbus A330, a presidential aircraft since 2009. Beyond its advanced communication systems, this aircraft boasts a room with a bathroom, an office, a meeting space for 12 people, a medical area with a small operating room, and distinct areas for companions, security services, and onboard staff. Now that we've explored the diverse world of presidential air travel, from the opulence of Air Force One to the artistic interiors of Russia's I-196-300 PU, the question arises: what's the environmental impact of these airborne palaces? The grandeur of Air Force One comes with an equally grand price tag. As of fiscal year 2021, the average per-hour flight cost for operating the two VC-25A Air Force One aircraft was a staggering $177,843. This figure represents a notable decrease from the 2015 cost estimate of $206,337. But let's break down this astronomical cost to unveil the jaw-dropping expense of every minute the president spends in the air. Dividing the hourly cost by 60, we arrive at an eye-watering revelation. Every single minute in the air on Air Force One costs nearly $2,964. To put this in perspective, consider that at the current federal minimum wage, you would need to work approximately 409 hours to earn the equivalent of 1 minute spent on board the presidential aircraft. It's a financial magnitude that raises eyebrows and sparks curiosity about the intricacies of this high-stakes operation. This impressive per-minute cost covers more than just the expenses of fuel. It encompasses the comprehensive operation of Air Force One, covering maintenance, repairs, and the salaries of highly trained crew and pilots. With such exorbitant expenses, one can't help but wonder about the future of this iconic presidential service. As we gaze into the future, the next generation of presidential air transport emerges on the horizon, potentially marrying the two worlds of supersonic travel and green technology, according to the experts in the field. Supersonic travel, characterized by flight at speeds greater than the speed of sound, is experiencing a renaissance with a new passenger-carrying aircraft in the advanced stages of development. Airion's AS-2, a sleek business jet cruising at Mach 1.4, around 1,000 miles per hour, represents the potential game-changer for presidential air transport. The promise of drastically reduced travel times could empower faster response times and more efficient international travel for the president. However, the environmental implications of supersonic travel cannot be ignored. Questions linger about their impact on the planet. Yet some experts believe that these supersonic transports might serve as stepping stones towards even more advanced and environmentally friendly technologies. At the same time, the aviation industry is witnessing a surge in green technology, promising a more sustainable future for air travel. Electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or eVTOLs, are in development. Powered by electricity, these vehicles present a greener alternative, particularly suitable for shorter presidential trips, potentially reducing the carbon footprint of air travel. Beyond eVTOLs, alternative fuels are emerging as contenders to reduce the carbon emissions associated with aviation. Companies like Sky Energy are pioneering the use of advanced waste biofuels created from recycled waste. This avenue offers the prospect of making presidential air transport not just faster, but also more environmentally friendly. Despite all of these mysteries, security measures, and military protocols aboard Air Force One, there is a tradition on the aircraft that spells the human angle in the operation of the most protected presidential aircraft in the world. The tradition of presidential M&Ms is indeed a charming one that adds a personal touch to the greatness of Air Force One. This tradition began in 1988 when a commemorative pack of red, white, and blue M&Ms were first created. These packs of M&Ms were given to guests of the President of the United States on board Air Force One and in other presidential locations. Before M&Ms, the standard gift given to guests of the President was cigarettes. This practice started under President John F. Kennedy, who would give guests and members of the press packs of 20 cigarettes marked with the presidential seal and the signature of the sitting president. However, this changed when President Ronald Reagan took office. As a part of his anti-drug image, Reagan replaced most of the cigarettes with jars of Jelly Belly jelly beans. The transition to M&Ms occurred during the 1988 Moscow summit, when Mars Incorporated supplied customized M&Ms for gifts. The First Lady Nancy Reagan gave these M&Ms to Russian children, and after the summit, she saw an opportunity to ban all smoking on Air Force One. From then on, M&Ms became the official candy of the White House. The tradition has continued with each subsequent president, with some minor changes. For example, President Bill Clinton altered the packaging to include the signature of the sitting president beneath the presidential seal. Even President Barack Obama, who once declared, "I'm not going to eat these," upon receiving a bag of trail mix mixed with M&Ms, chose to continue the tradition and personally handed out packs of presidential M&Ms to guests. This tradition, while seemingly small, adds a human touch to the mystique of Air Force One. It serves as a reminder that behind the power and prestige of the presidency, there's a person who enjoys the simple pleasure of sharing a pack of M&Ms. From hidden defense systems to regal interiors, you've just uncovered exclusive secrets that redefine Air Force One beyond its iconic exterior. Bye for now.